All right, I am live. What up? I am Shane McCarthy. I am the H2 water expert. I am live right now on Instagram, YouTube, and LinkedIn. I love that. I love that about StreamYard. I'm able to go live at a number of different places. So I'm going to try and keep an eye on the comments. Hopefully, they will show up in my thing here, and if they do, we can show them live on stage right there. Alrighty, so I am, again, the H2 water expert. I am also co-founder of Tech4Health Products. I am one of the top distributors also for Ultra Water Solutions. They have the absolute best ionizers in or on the market called the Alcaviva H2 ionizers. I love it. I use one in my home and at my office here in Maple Ridge, BC. But I also have the Tech Pro 3000, our clinical series hydrogen therapy machine that I also use here. If you are in the Vancouver area and want to come and try out hydrogen, talk to me about hydrogen and stuff, I would love to have you in my office and let you try it out. So what is on the schedule for today? So last week I covered my new book, Molecular Hydrogen and Medicine. And I mentioned how what we will see that you don't see in this book, because it was redone in 2020, originally published in 2017, is you don't see much on hydrogen baths. And I do believe that's something that should be talked about, because I think we're going to see a lot more science on that, because there's a lot of real benefit or potential benefit when it comes to hydrogen baths. When you drink hydrogen-rich water, that's the most commonly used method of hydrogen therapy. It goes into your stomach, and then the hydrogen will disperse out throughout your body, going wherever it needs to. That's one of the cool benefits of hydrogen, being the molecular structure that it is, the size that it is. It can get anywhere it needs to, and where it gets to, it will then permeate cell membranes. It can even permeate the blood-brain barrier. So when it goes into your gut, it disperses out. When you're bathing in hydrogen-rich water, you're surrounding your entire body with hydrogen and allowing it to enter in from the outside. And I could see some more potential with that. And Garry from Human Garage, he is absolutely fasciated with hydrogen baths. No, he's downright obsessed with that, with hydrogen baths, and I understand it. I understand why. Your body is your largest organ; it's your largest detoxing organ. And it is, in his case, the fascial maneuver king himself, it is your largest connection to your largest network of fascia. And so, if you haven't tried them, many of the people, my followers, are part of the Human Garage community. But if you aren't part of the Human Garage community or haven't checked it out, please go and check it out and do their fascia maneuvers. But understand that the benefits that you get from the fascia maneuvers are going to be substantially more beneficial if you have hydrated fascia. Conversely, you're not going to see the benefits that you would really want to see if your fascia is dehydrated. And so I do see the hydrogen bath being one of the more studied things in the future. And so one of the things that really sets me and Tech4Health apart is the products that we carry and the level of quality and the amount of hydrogen that it can get for you. So we have the best full spectrum 4-in-1 hydrogen therapy machines on the market. And stay tuned, because I got an announcement about another one that we have that's going to be a lot of fun, real industry disruptor. But each one of those machines can create, you can do the hydrogen bath. Now, you can do the hydrogen bath with the stainless steel rod. Easy enough to do, but I also use that for drinking water. So we also introduced the bath stone, And this bath stone will allow for a larger surface area for hydrogen to get into your bathtub. And when you're laying in the tub and that's right at your lower back and you can feel it going up your lower back, you can really, really feel and envision hydrogen doing what it's meant to do. So I've hurt my back at the gym. I do like to lift heavy things up and put them down. And so, anytime I hurt myself, maybe it's my knee or my lower back or something like that, I'll have a hydrogen bath and put the bath stone right under my knee or my back or wherever it's hurting and just let it run. One of the other really cool things about us at Tech for Health and the things that we include, we are the only company to also include a 10-foot tube to allow you to safely bubble the hydrogen, having your machine away from the bathtub, so you can safely get it into the bathtub. Another huge benefit, and that's included in all of the Tech Pro series machines that we have. Same with the pet masks. So we do have masks for small or medium to large size dogs, for even your dogs to inhale the hydrogen. That also comes with every Tech Pro series machine that we have. So that's one way of doing the hydrogen baths. The other way is actually, come on me, these little guys, the relief tablets. So these work very similarly to the hydrogen tablets for drinking, but they're a lot bigger and they go into your bathtub. And I recommend, around 5 or so in the bathtub to make it therapeutic. Or you can also, if you have a Tech Pro 900 or one of the Tech Pro series machines, you can increase or enhance the hydrogen because it's also got magnesium in there. That's a good, very easy way to try out the hydrogen bath without one of the Tech Pro series machines. Or the last one that we have is the Hydro Spa 7500. Now that one is a whole different level when it comes to bathing. It creates 7,500 milliliters a minute or 7.5 liters per minute of hydrogen. You can supersaturate a bathtub in seconds. You can also create small pools of hydrogen-rich water. It is definitely not for everyone, but it's for those that are able to and that are in the market for something like that. Oh my God, it's everything that we offer from Tech for Health, not only the highest top standards, in terms of hydrogen production, but at the absolute best pricing. We are not even close to other competitors, if you will. It's really quite a blessing to have the products at the prices that we have them at, because my goal is really to get hydrogen therapy out to as many people that can try it as possible, and not just the rich and affluent that can afford it. And so that's why, these are $70 Canadian on the website. Our Tech Pro 900 is $5,500 Canadian, which may sound like a lot at first. It's $5,500 Canadian before I give you a discount, and I always give you a discount because I live in BC, British Columbia, or be cheap, bring cash. I don't know. But no, I really, again, I want to get to my goal here. My job is to fulfill my purpose, and that is to help this world become be a healthier, better, more well-balanced place. So it retails for $5,500 Canadian. Our competitors are selling the exact same machine, different housing, at $6,500 and $7,000 US. And again, stay tuned. So some of the other things that we do. So the hydrogen bath. Just wrapping this portion of this session up. You can do the tablets. You can do one of the Tech Pro series machines with either the stainless steel rod that comes with the machine, or the bath stone that you can purchase extra with the machine. And then there's the Hydro Spa 7500. And then we also have some other very incredible products like our Porsche design RO system and Hydro reverse osmosis and hydrogen production water machine. When it comes to reverse osmosis water, I've said for many times, the good thing about reverse osmosis is it takes everything out of your water. The bad thing is it takes everything out of your water. So we also have created this, which is, you can actually see it right in there. Those are what are called MyFan stones. So once it goes through the RO system and removes everything from the water, becomes pure H2O again. Then it goes through these rocks, and it's like pure H2O running over the rocks at the top of the mountain, which means you're getting the cleanest, purest spring water in the world, and you're having it right there at your fingertips with a tankless reverse osmosis system, meaning you don't have this big, huge tank that's hooked up to a bomb that looks like it needs to be dismantled right into your kitchen, and you have that absolutely pristine, clear, pure water at your fingertips. The Porsche does just pure filtered water. The Hydro also has basically one of these on steroids in it that will create super saturated hydrogen water right at your fingertips. And so this actually is a perfect segue into the third part of today's episode of Thirsty Thursdays. This is the Hydro Boost V2. A lot of people are really understanding hydrogen water, seeing hydrogen water, wanting to try hydrogen water. And so this is a great way of doing so. With making hydrogen rich water, there's 3 ways of doing it. There's tablets like this, or the drinking water tablets. That's a magnesium, that's a chemical reaction. There's bubbling the hydrogen gas into your water, like I said, with the Tech Pro series machines with the bubbling rod or the bath stone that I just showed you. Or there's electrolysis. There's 2 forms of electrolysis. Ionization, which with the Alkaviva ionizers, you're going to get the highest quality hydrogen alkaline water ionizer from Alkaviva. But the other way is through things like your bottles, which is SPE, PEM, proton exchange membrane. And so this will create neutral pH hydrogen water, super saturated hydrogen water, just by pressing the button here. You get 5-minute cycles, 10-minute cycles, or you can do the 10-minute cycle and do it twice to really make sure it's super saturated. And a lot of people are, again, they're grabbing one of these bottles because it is a great, easy, portable, more affordable way of trying hydrogen. And so all of this stuff that I've been talking about, except for the Alkaviva machines, are listed on Tech for Health. My Alkaviva machines are listed on h2waterexpert.com. If you have any questions about any of them, please reach out to me or put it in the comment section. I'm more than happy to answer your questions. My job isn't to sell all of my stuff. My job is to help you make an informed decision for you and your family's health when it comes to filtration, hydration, and hydrogen. Now, I also meet a lot of really cool people doing what I do. One of those people, his name is Kurt. His girlfriend is a customer of mine. She has the Porsche designed RO system and the Tech Pro 900. And he is an engineer, a very, very smart engineer, and he specializes in PEMF. And so you might be wondering what this is. This is actually hooked to my phone. And right now it's actually on circulation. I'm going to end this because I should only do the circulation mode for 10 to 15 minutes, but it's a PEMF necklace. So this is actually connected to this. I'm sorry, I have to laugh because, like, how many people do you know plug their necklace into their phone? So what I'm actually going to do now too, I like this one a lot. I'm going to connect it to the Schumann resonance. The Schumann resonance is in this case, it's 7.83 hertz. Is what is considered or called the Earth's heartbeat, and it is the frequency that the Earth currently operates at. There are a lot of theories saying that frequency is increasing, but that's a whole other conversation for a whole other time. Probably something that Maria and I will talk about when we do another chat on my YouTube channel, H2 Water Expert, under one of our episodes there, H2 Hydration and Health. Maria is a good friend, and her husband are affiliates of mine, work with me to help make this world a better place. She also goes by the Cell Fairy. She helps you teaches you on how to talk to yourself, and that is spelled CELLF. How to talk to yourself. You have 75 trillion cells in your body, and they are all listening to what you say. And that is kind of what PEMF is somewhat allowing to happen. It's not. It's just if you want to figure out the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. So the PEMF, pulsed electromagnetic field, at 7.83 hertz is aligning me with the Earth's heartbeat. It's got other ways of doing. There's all sorts of different things in that list, from circulation to bones to joints to inflammation to relax to meditation, and each of them have their own different frequency. There's a delta, gamma, theta, beta, and alpha one. It is really really cool stuff. Something that I hopefully I can convince him to, but I'll maybe get Kurt on a podcast and we can chat about it more, because he is an engineer. He's like really brilliant human being. And I'm, it's a little bit more introverted than me. And I'm actually quite introverted. I may get on here and do these things live, but I'm actually just talking about this with a buddy. I'm actually an INTJ, if you've ever done that. I think it's young or I used to be an ENTJ, which would be extroverted, but I'm more introverted now. COVID changed everybody in a weird way. But anyways, speaking of weird ways, I have the weirdest and most awesomest ways of healing yourself. And yeah, that's pretty cool. I've got my necklace plugged into PEMF, and it is currently sending the 7.83 hertz frequency to my chest. So I mentioned something earlier about wanting to stay tuned for part of this episode, because I have a big announcement. Now is that time, right on. So when Louis, my business partner, and I created Tech for Health, he's an Alcoviva customer of mine. And as he and everybody does, loves the Alcoviva machine, he started doing his research on hydrogen and asked me, why aren't you doing inhalation? All of the neurological studies, cardiovascular and respiratory studies are done with hydrogen, with inhalation. Why aren't you doing inhalation? I'm like, well, I mean, inhalation it's inconvenient. I like water because you always need good quality water. There's no better water to drink than hydrogen-rich water. And so that makes the most sense. I didn't think that a lot of people are going to sit there for half an hour and breathe it in. I didn't think I would sit there for half an hour and breathe it in. I breathe it in now for hours at a time or hours a day. And I mean, I do have it in my office, but I also have the Tech Pro 900, which is a more household machine at home. So as mentioned earlier, our Tech Pro 900 it retails for 5,500 Canadian. In comparison to our competition, they sell their machines at $6,500, $7,000 US. So that machine's already about half price, half the cost of what their machine, the exact same machine. You actually get more accessories from us. And you also get me, you get Louis, you get us, you get our customer service and support, because the most important thing for us is not to sell you machines, to make sure that when you have our machine, you're using it to its fullest potential. So we're always here for you if and when you have questions about how to use it. We send you videos and instructions on what to do, what to expect, how to use it to the best of its ability. That's what we're here for. And that's, why we do what we do. We just have things priced differently because we're different. We operate differently. We are a very humble, family-based business. We don't pay for big marketing campaigns or pay Google or Meta or anything like that. We pay affiliates. We pay real people that have our products and want to recommend our products to others. But that's about it. Other than that, it's me just getting the word out there. That's also part of what allows us to keep our prices as affordable as we possibly can. In saying that, we now have a new machine that is called the Tech Pro 1800, and so this is double the strengths of the Tech Pro 900, and it's coming in at 8,000 Canadian, which again might seem like a lot to some people, but that before any discount is like 5,900. Let's just call it $6,000 US. Again, our competition is selling the same that matches the Tech Pro 900 at 6,500 and 7,000. Now you can get double the strength of what they're offering for still less than what they're offering it at. That's what I came here to do. I came here to fulfill a purpose, that is make the world a better place. Part of that purpose is really disrupting the industry. And so that's what Louis and I and Tech for Health and the H2 Water Expert are here to. I'm sorry, did I just talk to myself in third person? Sorry, my brand that I've worked so hard to build and I'm very proud of, because I have committed myself since getting into the water and hydrogen industry as to holding the highest standards with the products that I offer. I've had changes throughout that time and found myself to where I am now. I've been very grateful for every single aspect of where I am. I am very proud to offer the best from shower filtration to whole home filtration, and the absolute premium best in hydrogen therapy products being the Tech Pro 900, the new Tech Pro 1800, the Tech Pro 3000 to 6000 clinical series, the Hydro Spa 7500, the Porsche RO tankless RO system, the Hydro tankless RO hydrogen generating water system, the Hydro Boost, the tablets, the remineralization that we have. It just can't be matched. And so in that, I'm going to wrap this episode up, as it is torrentially downpouring here in British Columbia. So I am going to go spend some rainy afternoon at home and finish up my workday at home. I mean, I don't know if my workday ever really ends. I've got customers all over the world, and I'm very proud of that as well. And so from when I get up at 4:30 and go to the gym, I'm talking to people in Dubai and Australia and stuff like that. And again, it all comes down to the service and support that we offer. And between myself and Louis, there's only a few hours of the day that we're not awake and able to help you. Again, that is what we are here to do. So I don't see any comments coming up from my YouTube or LinkedIn page. I don't see any comments coming on the Instagram page. So we will just wrap this up. I will post some clips from this. I will post the entire episode on my YouTube page, H2 Water Expert. Go and check me out. Hey, Tom, how you doing, buddy? Good to, it's a little late where you are, isn't it? It's about 10:30, I think, where you are. Good to see you, brother. I hope you are enjoying your Porsche RO. And actually, I will definitely be talking to you about the Tech Pro 1800, because I know that the Tech Pro is going to be soon for you. The 1800 might be the one that gets you over that hump. So we will chat shortly after this, and I will actually take a look at that episode, that machine that you wanted me to take a look at. Thank you for showing up last minute here, so you could remind me on that one. All right, everybody. I will see you next Thursday at 2 o'clock Pacific, Thirsty Thursdays. We'll talk more about hydrogen, hydration, filtration. If you have any questions, please put that into the comment section. Thank you for watching the replay. If you're watching the replay, any topics you'd like me to cover, again, let me know. Any questions you have, throw it in the comments. Message me personally. I'm happy to get on a call or just answer any questions that you have. That's what my good job is to do, to help you make an informed decision for you and your family's health when it comes to hydration, hydrogen, and water filtration. And in that, I will remind you that if you don't filter your water, you become the filter for your water. See you next Thursday. Peace.